Welcome to the session on matching in graph theory. In this session, let us discuss Birch theorem, system of distinct representatives, and marriage problem. The Birch theorem states a matching M in G is a maximum matching if and only if G contains no M augmenting path. For the proof, let M be a maximum matching in G. We prove that G has no M augmenting path. Suppose if we have an M augmenting path V0, E1, V1, E2, V2, etc. up to V6, E7, V7. We can easily see that such a path is of odd length. Now we define a new set M dash as M minus V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6 union V0, V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, V7. Now we can easily see that cardinality of M dash, which is represented in blue color, is equal to cardinality of M, the matching M represented in brown color, and that is that plus 1. Therefore, now in the figure we have 4 equal to 3 plus 1. That is, we can find a matching M dash which is greater than the cardinality of M, which is a contradiction to the fact that M is maximum matching, hence G has no M augmented path. Conversely, let G has no M augmenting path, we have to prove that M is a maximum matching in G. As a contradiction, let us assume that M is not maximum matching. So let M dash be the maximum matching, then cardinality of M dash is greater than cardinality of M. Let H equals graph of M symmetric difference M dash. The definition of symmetric difference is the symmetric difference of two sets A and B is defined as A minus B union B minus A. With this definition, let us consider the symmetric difference of two matching M and M dash. The graph that is shown is nothing but the symmetric difference of M and M dash, where M is represented in green color and M dash is represented in orange color. We can easily see that each vertex of H has either degree 1 or 2, since it can be incident with at most one edge of M and one edge of M dash. Thus, each component of H is either an even cycle with edges alternately in M and M dash, or else a path with edges alternately in M and M dash. By the condition that cardinality of M dash is greater than cardinality of M, H contains more edges of M dash than of M, and so some path component P of H must contain more edges of M dash than M. Therefore, we clearly see that it must start and end with edges of M dash. That is, the origin and terminus of P being M dash saturated in H and of degree 1 are M unsaturated in G, which means that P is an M augmenting path in G. This is a contradiction to our assumption. Hence, we can easily say that M is a maximum matching in G. This concludes the proof. The next concept is SDR, system of distinct representatives. The definition is, let X be a non-empty finite set and S equal to S1, S2, etc. Sm be a family of non-empty subset of X. If there exists a set x1, x2, etc. xm of X such that xi belongs to Si and xi not equal to xj if I not equal to j, then the set x1, x2, etc. xm is called a system of distinct representatives of the family S. For example, let x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and S1 equal to S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, where S1 is defined as 1, 2, S2, 1, 2, 3, S3, 1, 2, 3, again S4, 1, 4, 5, S5, 1, 5. Now, in this example, we'll just construct a graph and we'll find that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a system of distinct representatives of the family. Again, in another example, we'll prove that it has no system of distinct representatives. Let us look at the graph. That is S1 equal to 1, 2. Now, S1 is 1 map 2. It has an edge with 1 and 2. Similarly, S2 has an edge with 1, 2 and 3. S3 we have edges from S3 to 1, 2 and 3. And S4 we have edges to 1, 4 and 5. So S5 we have edges to 1 and 5. So the given sets are represented as graph now, and we can easily find that there exists a perfect matching, and hence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an SDR. Whereas in the next figure we does not match 4 with any of the Si family, hence there is no SDR in the next figure, next graph. Naturally, we can identify S with a bipartite graph with bipartition S, X, in which Si belongs to S is joined to every X belongs to X contained in Si. A system of distinct representatives is then a set of M independent edges. The next one is marriage problem. Suppose there are n boys, each of whom has several girlfriends. Under what conditions can we marry off the boys in such a way that each boy marries one of his girlfriends? We assume that only single life partner marriage is allowed. This is known as marriage problem. Let us construct a bipartite graph G with bipartition x, y, where x equal to x1, x2, etc. xn represents the set of n boys and y equal to y1, y2, etc. ym represents their girlfriends. An edge joins a vertex xi to a vertex xj if and only if yi is a girlfriend of xi. The marriage problem is then equivalent to finding conditions for the existence of a matching in G which saturates every vertex of X. For example, suppose there are 5 boys B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5 and 6 girls G1, G2, G3, G4, G5 and G6 with a relationship as follows. B1 has G1, G2, G3 as girlfriends. So let us check out in the graph. B1 has G1, G2, G3 as girlfriends. The B2 has G1 and G3 as girlfriends. The girlfriends of B3 are G4 and G5, and B4 is connected only to G3 and B5 has G4, G5 and G6 as friends. So, one of the solutions to this example is B1 matched with G2, B2 with G1, B3 with G4, B4 with G3 and B5 to G5. So this is an example of a marriage problem. Thank you for watching the session.